We are Lightning Robotics, Team 862 from Plymouth, Canton, Michigan. This is Robots in the Park Virtual Edition.
In this activity, you will learn to create an experiment that allows water to travel between two cups through only a paper towel. And also, you'll learn the fascinating reason behind this. For this activity, you will need 7 cups of about the same size, the 3 primary food coloring colors, red, yellow, and blue, 3 or more full-size paper towels that you would want to fold in half or cut, and about 2 cups of water. The first step is to lay out the 7 cups all on a straight line about 1 to 2 inches apart. Fill the first, third, fifth, and 7th cup about 3/4 full with water. Make sure not to fill the 2nd, 4th, and 6th cup with water. Next, take your food coloring. Remember, you should have the 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. Take the red food coloring and put 5 dots in both the 1st and 7th cup. Next, take the yellow food coloring and only put 5 dots in only the 3rd cup. Lastly, take the blue food coloring and put 5 dots in only the 5th cup. Next, you can mix the food coloring with the water if you would like, or you can wait for it to dilute. But you should notice that only the 2nd, 4th, and 6th cup are empty and have no water or food coloring in them. Next, what you want to do is take out your 3 full-size paper towels. If you have more, that is okay. You want to rip them in half at first so that you have 6 paper towels out of the 3 that you ripped in half. And you want to rip this in half hot dog style, not hamburger. Once you have ripped it in half, you want to fold each of the halves over once hot dog style, and then crease. Depending on your cup height, you may also want to rip an inch off of the end of the paper towel, just in case it is too tall. Now that you have 6 half-size paper towels folded in half and about maybe an inch ripped off depending on your cup, you want to fold this in half, kind of, without creasing, and put one in the water side and one in the no water side. And try to have the paper towel touch the bottom in the water side so that you can get the best effect. And you want to do this connecting every single cup. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and 6 to 7. If you look closer at your paper cups, you may see that the paper towels have started to get wet with color, and it keeps going up and over. This is what the entire process will look like after it's finished. By now, you should see the cups at the beginning have started to fill the empty cups. Continuing this, if we wait about 20 minutes for all the paper towels to get wet with the colored water and go into the empty cup, they will start to mix together in the empty cups to create new colors. So the red and yellow cups will combine to create orange. The yellow and blue cups will combine to create green. And the blue and red cups will combine to create purple. While waiting, feel free to experience one of our many other activities that we host, or feel free to watch the process as it goes along. If we let this process go on for a little longer, we may notice that the water level starts to even out between the two cups. This happens at a slower process though as it goes on. After leaving the cups sit for about an hour, you may notice that water is in places that it hasn't been before. If you remember from the beginning of the activity, we filled only the first, third, fifth, and seventh cups, not the second, fourth, and sixth cups. Let's check into these 3 cups and see what water is in them. The second cup has a mix of red and yellow, creating orangish water. The fourth cup has a mix of yellow and blue water, creating a greenish color. And the sixth cup has a mix of red and blue water, which creates a purplish blackish cup. You may be wondering, how does the water travel from this cup, which was full at the beginning, to this cup? And why is the water only half full this time? Well, the answer to this is a process known as capillary action. Water is all held together by little bonds. But when water sticks to paper towels and they get wet, those bonds are stronger than the actual water bonds holding water, together. This causes all the water to travel up the paper towel, over and down, kind of defying the laws of gravity. This is only because the bonds in the paper towel are stronger than the ones in the water. So it splits apart and it comes up, and in a chain reaction, it actually all comes up until both sides are evenly spaced out. Let's make a couple more observations about what has happened here. If we take one of the paper towels out of the experiment, we can see that the blue side has been covered in blue food coloring water from the filled cup of the blue. If we look at the other side, we can actually see the green water that was mixed in between the yellow and the blue. The way this happened is that the blue water traveled up the paper towel and down into the second cup, while the yellow water also did that from the other side. The waters combined, and it created this green color, which stained under the paper towel. If you remember, we folded this in half, so if we unfold the paper towel, it should happen on both sides. Even without unfolding it, you can still see that the effect has happened on both sides of the paper towel, even though one side was face up and one side was face down. After you're completely satisfied with the result, go ahead and take the paper towels out of the cups. Keep in mind, wherever you're doing this, the paper towels will be wet with water. So you might want to grab more paper towels to wipe up the drops of water that come off of them. Pour the water out into the sink or a different place, and wash the cups out if you're going to reuse them.
Thanks for watching and participating in Robots in the Park Virtual Edition. Check the YouTube video description for a link to our user feedback survey and a link you can use to submit images. We'd love to see what you made. Lightning Robotics participates in the FIRST Robotics Competition program. What is FIRST? It's a global robotics community that advances STEM education in more than 100 countries around the world. FIRST has a program for every student. To find the program that's right for you, visit the websites listed here.